In March 1922, the Gruber family thought someone was watching them. They heard footsteps in their attic at night, found strange prints in the snow leading to their house. But no prints leading away. Days later, all 6 people at their isolated German farm were found dead, killed with their own pickaxe. But here's the disturbing part. Someone had been living in the house with the rotting bodies for days, feeding the animals, cooking meals, lighting fires. Neighbors saw smoke from the chimney and thought nothing of it. The killer had lured each family member to the barn one by one, even the maid who had only worked there for a single day. Police investigated over 100 suspects. The case consumed decades. They never found the killer. The farmhouse was torn down, but locals still report hearing phantom footsteps in the empty field. The Hinterkaifeck murders remain Germany's most famous unsolved case. 6 people dead, and their killer walked among the bodies for days before vanishing forever. Did you know that 500 soldiers survived the trenches of World War I, only to burn alive on a train platform in Scotland? May the 22nd, 1915, Quintons Hill Station. A routine passenger train sat on the main line. The signalmen had moved it there to let an express pass through, but they forgot it was there. Why? They were covering up an illegal shift change, falsifying logbooks, breaking every safety rule. At 6:49 a.m., an overnight troop train carrying 500 soldiers to the Gallipoli campaign came roaring down the tracks at full speed. The engineer saw the stationary train too late. The collision was instant, devastating. Then the express train slammed into the wreckage from behind. Wooden carriages splintered like matchsticks. Gas lamps ignited everything. Soldiers who survived the impact found themselves trapped in a wall of flames. Rescuers could only watch as men burned alive, screaming for help that would never come. 230 people died in minutes. Britain's worst rail disaster, entirely preventable, all because 2 men decided rules didn't apply to them. Between 1989 and 1992, 7 young backpackers vanished while hitchhiking through Australia. They thought they were getting a ride to their next adventure. Instead, they met Ivan Milat. This local road worker had turned the remote Belanglo State Forest into his personal hunting ground. He'd pick up hitchhikers, drive them deep into the wilderness, and set up camp. But this wasn't camping. It was a torture chamber. Milat would keep his victims alive for days. Using knives, rope, and guns, he'd methodically break them down. Some were stabbed dozens of times. Others were shot execution-style or decapitated. Caroline Clark was tortured for hours before she died. When police finally found the remains, personal belongings were scattered throughout the forest like twisted trophies. The killer had been camping with his victims, making their final moments a ritualistic nightmare. 7 people had trusted a stranger for a simple ride. Instead, they disappeared into the Australian outback, becoming victims of one of the country's most methodical serial killers. The case changed hitchhiking forever.